Good morning. Today we will be discussing about the topic called statistical quality control pertaining to the subject production and operations management. Now, before get into the details of statistical quality control, I must mention or I must explain the concept of two very important factors or parameters related to statistical quality control. Those two factors or parameters are non-assignable causes or chance causes or inherent causes of variation, and number two, assignable causes of variation. Now let us start with the non-assignable causes. Every manufacturing process is subjected to a large number of variations, or rather a large number of random variations or disturbances that cause the production to deviate slightly from the required standards, and as a result the quality of the product produced by the concerned manufacturing process fail to meet the desired quality specifications. Now, in spite of even a very close and careful control, some variations occur in the quality of the products. This variation is inherent in the process and therefore is known as variability due to chance factors, and these chance factors are known as non-assignable causes or chance causes or inherent causes of variation. I hope I am clear to you what is meant by non-assignable causes of variation. Next, let us come to the assignable causes of variation. Now, apart from the inherent factors which I have explained just now, there may be some other factors that may also cause the quality of the products to deviate from the required quality standards. For example, let me give you an example. For example, the improper setting of the machine which has been used for producing the products, then defective raw material, tool wear, wrong selection of manufacturing parameters such as cutting speed, feed and depth of cut, then vibration of the workpiece, and many such other factors are responsible for variation in the quality of the products being produced by a particular manufacturing process. This type of variation in the process is known as variability due to assignable causes, and these factors are called assignable causes of variation. Now, I hope the basic difference between non-assignable causes of variation and assignable causes of variation are clear to you by now. Now, why I spend a little bit of time in explaining the difference between non-assignable causes and assignable causes of variation will soon become very clear to you. Let me go into the next part of our discussion. Now, every process, as I told you earlier also, every process is subjected to variations or disturbances that cause the production to deviate slightly from the required standards, and as a result the products produced by those processes fail to meet the desired quality specifications. This thing already I have told you. Now, these variations may be either due to assignable causes or due to non-assignable causes. Now let us come to the main part of our discussion, statistical quality control, which is more popularly known as SQC. The acronym of statistical quality control is SQC. It helps in identifying the presence or existence of assignable causes, if at all there is any. Once again I am repeating, statistical quality control, which is more popularly known as SQC, it basically helps in identifying the existence or presence of assignable causes of variation, if at all there is any. Now, normally when we talk about inspection, what it is basically, When we talk about inspection, what it is basically? Inspection is nothing but checking whether a manufactured product has met the specified or desired quality specifications. Now, inspection may be of two types. One is 100% inspection and the other one is sampling inspection or acceptance sampling. Now, let me explain both of this. Then only it will be clear to you. Let me explain both of this. 100% inspection means inspection of each and every item present in the entire population or lot of the items. Entire population of the items. If we inspect each and every item present in the entire population of the items, then it is known as 100% inspection. Obviously, it is quite evident that 100% inspection involves more cost and time and may also be very much tiring to the inspector unless it is been made automated. If not automated, 100% inspection, and I mean to say, if 100% inspection is not made automated, it may bring monotony and fatigue to the inspector, which ultimately will result in inspection errors. As simple as that. If the inspector or the operator suffers from fatigue and monotony, ultimately what will happen? We will have erroneous inspection results. Now, in order to avoid this lacunae, or limitations, we should, there should be a promising solution or promising alternative of 100% inspection. Yes, that promising solution, promising alternative of 100% inspection definitely exists. And that inspection is called sampling inspection. Now, as we were talking about statistical quality control, it is based on the theories of probability, which assume that a sample drawn from a lot or from a population will represent the entire lot or the entire population in the best possible way. Now, first of all, let me explain you what is a sample. See, a sample is a combination of multiple specimens. One specimen can never be a sample. One specimen means a specimen only. Combination of various specimens together constitute a sample. If such a sample is been randomly drawn from a population of numerous pieces of products, then according to the theory of probability, that sample is believed to truly represent the population from which it is been drawn. And why the pieces are being drawn randomly from the population? Because it will ensure equal probability of selection of all the pieces present in the population. Right? Now, instead of inspecting each and every piece or product present in the population, present in the entire population, if we just inspect the pieces present in the sample drawn from the population, and based on the result of that inspection, if we either accept or reject the entire lot or the entire population, then that type of inspection is known as sampling inspection, or it's the other name of sampling inspection is acceptance sampling. Hope I am clear to you. Now, acceptance sampling is used for, as I have explained to you just now, is used for checking the quality of finished products. I mean the products which have already been manufactured. Alright? So this is acceptance sampling is a process of quality control of the products. Now let me give you an example. Suppose today only, earlier we discussed that if there is something wrong with the manufacturing process which is producing the products, then definitely the products which are getting produced by that manufacturing process will not be able to meet the desired quality specifications. So this statement of mine clearly indicates that the basic problem lies with the process, not the product. Defective product is just an outcome of a defective process. So a close control or a close monitoring of the manufacturing process which is producing products is required now. In order to carry out a close control or close monitoring of the manufacturing process which is producing products continuously can be done using statistical quality control, and the tool used for doing so is known as control chart. So control chart is basically used for process control, process quality control, right? And the acceptance sampling or sampling inspection is basically used for product quality control. So this much in this lecture. In my next lecture I will be elaborating about control chart, how to use a control chart, and what are the different types of control chart. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. Meet you during my next lecture. Thank you.